Digital Barriers is a provider of surveillance products and solutions for the international homeland security market. So that means we provide a range of products and solutions either for government departments or for the owners and operators of critical infrastructure, be that an airport, a metro or an oil and gas pipeline. Well, Digital Barriers is still a relatively new business. We're about to celebrate our second anniversary. And whilst we already have an extensive client list in the United Kingdom, we are actively pursuing business around the world. We've already established offices in Singapore for Asia, Washington DC for the United States, and also in Dubai for the Middle East. So obviously we have a lot of export challenges, not just in terms of understanding the market and who we might sell to, but also understanding how we take advanced technology products to that market effectively and legally. Well, I think first and foremost we have to make sure that we really understand each region. They're all very different in terms of their dynamics, in terms of the customers we might sell to, in terms of the other companies we might compete against or work with. And as a consequence, we actually spend a large amount of time in the early stages of developing our business speaking to people and asking for advice. We may speak to end clients potentially in particular countries. We might speak to local companies we could partner with. We might speak to some of the big global prime system integrators that we could choose to subcontract and partner with as well. So really it is about establishing relationships and asking advice so we can make the best, most informed decisions about how to grow our business. First off, UKTI have been a great provider of good, impartial advice about how to take a business into a region. Secondly, and perhaps more importantly, they're actually prepared to offer introductions to potential clients that we might wish to work with, which is an enormous benefit to us in terms of making progress early on in each region. But I think finally and most importantly, UKTI give us additional credibility in the international market. It's obviously up to us to have a good product, it's up to us to sell it effectively, it's up to us to have a good strategy, but also having UKTI essentially vouch that we are a credible British business is very important and very helpful to us. I think the best advice I would give any business, whether they are new or just trying to grow overseas, is invest time in getting to know UKTI as an organisation. Get to know the desk offices in the countries where you're trying to sell, and that means both in those countries but also in the UK, in London itself. Make sure they understand what the company is trying to achieve. Make sure they understand your strategy, your customer base and your product set. If they don't understand what you do, they can't help you. But if you invest that time, you'll get an enormous return.